Friends, what I'm about to share you may find unbelievable. A man supposedly walked into a licensed gun dealership and bought 2,000 rounds of live ammunition. He paid for it, signed for it, and walked out. There's only one problem. He had already been dead for 3 weeks. What you're about to hear isn't the plot of a Hollywood thriller. It is one of the most shocking findings buried within the Integrity Commission's investigation into Jamaica's Firearm Licensing Authority, the FLA. Now, while much of the public debate has focused on the political fallout and parliamentary exchanges, there's another side to this story that deserves closer attention. Allegations involving digital records, ammunition tracking, and serious questions about accountability within the country's firearm regulatory system exists. And so today, we are taking a closer look at how a transaction was allegedly recorded under the name of a deceased firearm holder and what that revelation could mean for public confidence in the system. Now, to understand the significance of this case, it is important to understand how firearm and ammunition tracking is supposed to work in Jamaica. Every licensed firearm holder and every authorized ammunition purchase should be recorded within a centralized database maintained by the FLA. The system exists to ensure accountability, traceability, and definitely oversight. At least that's the theory. Because according to findings referenced in the Integrity Commission's investigation, a licensed firearm holder had passed away. His death was known to both family members and state authorities. Yet, weeks later, the FLA database reportedly recorded a substantial ammunition purchase under his name. Not 10 rounds, not 50 rounds, 2,000 rounds of ammunition. That quantity immediately raises questions. If the registered owner was deceased, who actually conducted the transaction? How was the purchase approved? And why did the system not flag the issue? Investigators reportedly became concerned that deceased license holders may have been used as convenient identities through which ammunition could be moved without attracting immediate scrutiny. Whether the transaction resulted from negligence, manipulation, or something more deliberate remains a matter for investigators and the appropriate authorities. But the implications, my dear friends, are serious. The story becomes even more troubling when attention turns to the digital records. As investigators sought to determine exactly who authorized the transaction and how it was entered into the system, questions reportedly emerged regarding access to key electronic records and audit information. Now, in any modern database system, audit logs are designed to create a digital trail. They help identify access to record, when changes were made, and which user accounts were involved. Those records can be critical when investigators attempt to reconstruct events and establish accountability. But guess what? It was reported that the audit logs for those specific dates were either unreadable, wiped, or lost during the server disruptions. Was this just a glitch or coordinated? I don't know. But whether these issues resulted from technical failures, poor record management, or other causes remains a matter of investigation. Nevertheless, the reported difficulties in accessing key data have fueled public concern and intensified scrutiny of the institution. And that brings us to perhaps the most important question of all. Where did the ammunition go? 2,000 rounds of ammunition do not simply disappear. If ammunition was improperly acquired or improperly recorded, there are legitimate concerns about where it ultimately ended up and whether existing safeguards were sufficient to prevent misuse. The Integrity Commission's findings have also sparked broader questions about inventory controls, record-keeping practices, and oversight mechanisms within the system responsible for regulating firearms and ammunition. These concerns arise at a time, my friends, when Jamaica continues to confront the challenges associated with violent crime and illegal weapons trafficking. Public confidence in regulatory institutions is essential, and any suggestion of weaknesses in accountability naturally attracts significant attention. The political debate surrounding the issue has been intense. As we know, the opposition representatives have called for greater transparency and accountability, while the government officials have faced mounting questions about the findings and the steps being taken to address them. But, beyond politics, this story is really about trust. Can Jamaicans have confidence that the systems designed to track firearms and ammunition are working as intended? Are existing safeguards strong enough to prevent abuse? And if serious weaknesses have been identified, what reforms are necessary to ensure they are never repeated? Those are questions that extend far beyond any report or political administration. They go to the heart of public safety, institutional accountability, and national security. So now, I want to hear from you. What do you think should happen next? Can the FLA be reformed or strengthened, or does the system require a more fundamental overhaul? Is the FLA completely beyond repair? Should the entire system be dismantled and handed over to an independent international digital forensics team to find out exactly who wiped those servers, probably? Was this an undermining of the government's seemingly successful attempt to curb major crimes? I don't know. I am just asking the questions. Share your thoughts, my friends, in the comments below. This has been Dear Jamaica. We need to talk. Until next time, let's keep talking. Because we are one Jamaica, one people, one nation under God. Until the next video, you walk good.
Dear Jamaica,
Here we come,
one people, one nation,
standing tall,
under God.
strong and free.
Jamaica,
The land we love.